Sarah.
And Sarah! This just in. Rumor has it that Eliza Doolittle, a trashy flower girl, has become an elegant duchess.
This young flower girl has completely transformed her life as if she is a flower herself. Transforming from a seed into a beautiful flower. I think that's a symbol. Isn't that right, Sarah?
Why, yes it is, Sarah. This just proves that everyone has the potential to better themselves.
This just in. Liza Doolittle was forced to take a bath. Mrs. Pierce, the lovely housemaid of Mr. Higgins, tried to coax the poor girl into the tub.
Finally pushing her in, Liza pushed through the threshold and into a new life. Liza Doolittle seems to be growing on Mrs. Pierce.
And now we move to Kayla with the latest report on
The love affairs in London.
Thank you, Sarah. I have word from a number of taxi servicemen that Freddie have fought extremely hard in order to get Eliza a cab. What a gentleman. Ladies out there, Freddie may be a poor, uneducated man, but he makes you feel special. The relationship between Mr. and Mrs. Higgins is on the rocks. Mrs. Higgins, the mother of Mr. Higgins, continuously asks me Liza's defense, and Mr. Higgins treats her like a dog. And now we move to Krishna's latest interview with Mr. Pickering. Krishna?
Thank you, Kayla. Today we have Mr. Pickering joining us to talk about the relationship between himself and Mr. Higgins. So, how do you feel about Mr. Higgins?
Well, Krishna, I believe that both of us want to do the right thing, but we have different ways of approaching the situation.
And do you believe that your style is better than that of Mr. Higgins?
I seem to take a style that is warmer and calmer, while Mr. Higgins seems to take a much more stern approach. When Mr. Higgins worked with Liza, he insulted her and treated her poorly to help motivate her to work harder. I, on the other hand, treated Liza with respect, as if she was the Duchess we wanted her to be. I believe that Eliza was pushed to do her best through combined efforts of a stern and warm style. I believe that Mr. Higgins and I are a team and that without the combined efforts of both of us, the task could not be completed.
Thanks, Kayla. I'm here with Eliza Doolittle. So, hey, you and Freddie are officially couples, is that true?
Yes, it's true. Freddie is an amazing gentleman.
That's great. You two are so cute couples.
Why, thank you.
How is the relationship with Mr. Higgins and Pickering?
Well, at first, Mr. Higgins and I didn't really get along. He really treated me like dirt, but now things are getting better. As for Pickering, he has always been a nice friend to me.
That's amazing. It is nice to see that you are happy. Okay, and thank you, Eliza.
Thanks, Mary.
This is Maddie Cook filling in for Mary Sunshine, continuing the interview with Eliza Doolittle. Eliza, how's your relationship with your father?
He is a drunkard man that has come into some money. As soon as I began to believe that he truly cared about my well-being and that he was protecting me, he rejected me and sold me to Mr. Higgins for £5.
Thank you, Eliza. Back to you, Sarah.
Thanks, Maddie. And this interview shows viewers that you shouldn't allow others to limit your success. And now back to Maddie with Mr. Higgins.
Thanks, Sarah. This is Maddie Cook, and I'm here with Mr. Higgins to get his look on the social experiment with Eliza Doolittle. Mr. Higgins, what do you do for a living?
Well, Maddie, I'm a professor of phonics, and I conducted a study using a flower girl and turned her into a respectable woman of society.
And you believe that you were hard on Eliza?
I most certainly do not. That piece of trash would be nothing without me.
How is the relationship between you and your mother?
I would say that she is a respectable woman, and that I confide in her when help is needed.
I'm glad that you two have a good relationship. How do you feel about Freddie Hill?
I think that he is a no-good, foolish man who is worth the dirt beneath the socially acceptable Eliza Doolittle who I have created.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins. Now back to you, Sarah.
Thank you for watching the Pygmalion Report. This is Sarah, and have a grand day. And now back to Maddie with Mr. Pickering. Higgins.
Well, Maddie, I'm a professor of phonics, and I studied,
How would you say the relationship between you and your mother is? How would you say your relationship is with your mother? Did I get it right? Did I get it?
Go.
How is the relationship between you and your mother?
Thank you, Kayla. Today we have Mr. Pickering.
Well, Krishna, I believe that both of us want to do the right thing, but we have different ways of... You're holding up the wrong page.
And do you believe that your style is better than that of Mr. Higgins?
Yes.
How do you stop it?
Yes, I do.
I'm leaving.
I seem to take a style that is more... I seem to take a style that is warmer and calmer.
That wasn't even.
I, on the other hand, treated Liza with respect as if she was the Duchess I wanted her to be.
Liza.
I believe that Mr. Higgins and I are a team, and that without the combined efforts I was one more sentence away. Yes, it's true. Freddie is an amazing gentleman.
Oh. Another relationship which we have come to know is the marriage between Mr. and Mrs. Higgins. That's his mom.
That's great. You're such a good